Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. Do the same at the Grizzly Gentleman. They're both great deals and help support the show. What is up, Planeswalkers? Thyrix back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena, and we are starting Bolas to Mythic Week. We actually technically started on stream. I did tell you all that we'd be starting on stream, and we did get out of gold. We're at the bottom of platinum right now, and we have made some modifications to the deck. Thank you very much to Twitch chat. They have helped me throw some cards in, take some cards out, yada yada yada. I think in the main deck, the only thing that changed is I took out a single Languish and put in an Extinction Event. The main reason for that was the fact that we did come across a non-zero amount of Ulamogs, and Ulamog, a little difficult to deal with if you don't have something like an Extinction Event. Now, you could say, and many in the chat had asked, why I'm not running something like Vraska's Contempt. Vraska's Contempt gains us life, and, you know, it's an instant, blah, 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 and exiles. The main reason is I still want to maintain a density of mass removal. So right now I have, what, 7? 2, 4, yeah, 7. And as of right now, that's kind of where I want it to stay. All of this wouldn't be an issue if we had Damnation, but this is Road to Mythic, not Road to Justin says things angrily. We cut down on one Grafdigger's Cage. I haven't been coming up against as many decks where I feel Grafdigger's Cage is necessary, and when I do face those decks, it doesn't seem like as bad. I put in 2 Feed the Swarms into the side, as well as 2 Abrades. Abrade can help against any of the kind of artifact shenanigan decks that are coming around, but I can just side it in against any creature deck. Any creature deck that has the toughness like this. Feed the Swarm, if my opponent is playing some sort of enchantment-based deck, or they're heavy on enchantments even, they're not even enchantment-based, that I can bring in Feed the Swarm. Otherwise, you know, Grixis is not exactly known for dealing with enchantments. But we have Feed the Swarm. It does cost us some life, but hopefully those enchantment decks aren't going to be the super strong variety. However, at any moment, I can just destroy a creature, which is nice. I then added a Bolas' Citadel. I think this is Query. I think Query said, I think Query was the one who told me to try this out. This is essentially against control decks. You only bring it in against control, and it has done marvelously so far. Being able to just play things off the top, typically in Control v Control, you don't care about your life total. So you can just get value for free. We do not care about sacrifice 10 non-land permanents, each opponent loses 10. We do not care about that at all. We are just going to cast spells from the top of our library, and it's fantastic. Let's see. We have not changed the mana base at all yet, but I do want to go in, not to profiles, I'm dumb. I want to go into stats and tools to show you the games that we played on stream. I can't actually show you the games, but this is where we started, right? We had 3 total losses over the course of, what was this, 8 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. 3 total losses over the course of 8 games. This was Mardu Humans. I attribute those losses, both of them, to the fact that they played Thalia on turn 2. In one of the games they played Thalia on turn 2. When I killed it, they played another Thalia. So Thalia, definitely hard for a control deck to deal with in any situation. This was a this was an artifact deck. This was essentially colorless, and we won one of the games, and one of the other games we died to Ulamog. And I can't remember what happened to the last game with that one. It's on Twitch. You can check out the VOD if you'd like. And then this loss was to Mono Black Discard. Yeah, I just died. They took all of my cards away. And then I bled to death, thanks to Davriel. But still, we're at a 77% win rate. We're still doing relatively well. And now we're going to hop into, technically, day 1. It's not actually day 1. It's technically day 1. Ah, delicious. Okay. Dante Hicks 36. That rhymes. Play first. We have a Fetid Pools, so we can cycle. The issue, of course, is that we would only have a single black, but I do think that I would like to keep this. I think I've been mulliganing hands with too many lands too frequently. So next turn, I'm most certainly going to be playing Murkwater Pathway and erasing some thoughts. And Datha Triumph, very interesting. Datha Triumph. Do I want to erase thoughts, or do I want to get a Search for Azcanta down? I think I want to erase thoughts. Interesting. They're playing 4-color something. Yasharn. Oh, and I think I just take Uro here. I can Languish Yasharn. This is another black source. I'll keep it. I want to make sure that I'm hitting my land drops, and I feel like I've too frequently been just yeeting lands to the wind. And the fact that my opponent didn't really have anything there does mean that I can be a little slower in this game. So we'll go ahead and play the Search for Azcanta, and we'll play the Drowned Catacombs. So 2 cards we're not aware of. Interesting decision to do that. They don't have any blue available. So I don't really do that instead of playing this tap. My assumption is they have another Triumph that they wish to cycle here. They didn't. Why not play that tap then? Thoughtseize me, take my Languish, don't care. And now they can't play Yasharn. Very confused. We got 2 in there. I'll graveyard this. Blue, blue, blue. I don't need more red. I'll be cycling Fetid Pools. Fetid Pools, not Fetid Pools. Growth Spiral. Sure. Did they mean to do that previously? Okay, you played Yasharn. Can't pay life or sacrifice permanents to cast spells or activate abilities. That's fine. You can go get your plains and forest. Yep. I don't really know what my opponent is playing. She doesn't say jack about discarding. If it's a land, it's got... I mean, it just graveyard. Scarab God. I do like that. I will pay for this. They could have Censor. There's a non-zero chance that they have Censor. And I'm still at 20, so I do not mind. Yeah, this is fine. I don't know what my opponent is doing. It seems like they're just playing like 4-color ramp. Not ramping really. They obviously have a large number of lands. Extinction Event on what, odds? Yep. Extinction Event on odds, so that's gone. And it's gone permanently for what it's worth. 1, 2... Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, so I do need to grab something good here. I'll take Shadow's Verdict. Oh wait, never mind. I don't need something, I can just kill that. We're gonna graveyard this. So I can just kill this.
Endless power.
I am just gonna kill that.
You ought to die.
I lose this Bolas, but I'm not too worried about it. Because I have another Bolas. This means I get to flip my Azcanta regardless. If I top deck this Bolas, I get to just kill my opponent, which is funny. That's unfortunate. I'm not gonna lie. Is my opponent just playing like good card pile? They could be playing good card pile. Oh, lol. I have an Azcanta active still. Sounds good, seems decent. Gotta get rid of the card in your hand. We're at 3, that put him to 4. Arrow. Then 5. Well, that still isn't enough, right? Depending on what they have in here. Crisis. This is 4-color good stuff. They should attack me here, I think. Yeah. Take it. Don't like that, but... So I can kill that.
Be a beast when I can be a god.
Or I can get back one of these. Next turn, they can attack. I can let this die, hit them down to 3, because they're almost certainly going to bring back this. Let's see. -3, so I guess I could kill this now. I could kill this now. And then this Bolas gets to stick around. Sure, I'll do that. I'm a little worried about this card, I'm not gonna lie. But I want to try out this line. Nissa. Alright, so... Bolas is not going to be able to get other Bolas back. We'll be able to draw 2, which is nice. And they should Uro here.
Know who I am?
So, would still love a Shadow's Verdict. These. I do want to draw first.
I always have an answer.
Yeah, we just Shadow's Verdict here. So I could Azcanta end of turn. I could Narset. I think I'm going to Narset and not use her. This way my opponent can't draw a bunch of cards with Hydrocrisis.
So many mysteries to
Because if I used her, Pudge.
I must train
Hope they don't have a Hydro Crisis.
Harness the elements.
Bolas almost certainly going to die here. I still think I made the right play with Narset. Are they playing counterspells as well in this deck? Main deck Aether Gusts. Interesting.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
I can't believe I lost this game. I cannot believe that I've lost this game.
Power surges through these lands.
My opponent is playing like actual garbage. They're not playing like garbage, but they're throwing just cards together. Necromancias, Bolas Citadel. Bring all those in. Bring that in. Okay. Cries, don't need them. Hmm. Hmm. I don't think it's correct to get rid of that, but I only have so much time. I can't believe I lost that game. We'll keep this. They mulliganed? That's nice. They're just playing cards. It's blueless pile. It's literally blueless pile. I need a Shockland. They might as well play the Growth Spiral at end step. I mean, they can play it now, but that's not much of a decision. So I don't know why they're... I don't know why they deliberated on that so long. We are just going to play this here. They might miss a Go Dispute me. But that's fine. We need another black source. Next time we play this, hope we draw an untapped black source, then we can play Bolas right after. Plan essentially is just to curve out. Some people have asked me why I don't play a lot of counterspells in this deck. I mean, I don't play any. The reason is because my plan is essentially always to curve out on powerful threats that are also essentially answers. Right, turn 1, I want to be Thoughtseizing or playing a 1-mana removal. Turn 2, I want to be playing some sort of removal. Turn 3, I want to be playing Narset or, you know, more removal. And then turn 4, I want it to be Bolas, Bolas, Bolas all day long. I will go ahead and activate. And we will take a Sharon here. Sharon is a nice uncounterable thing. If I get a black source, we have a 4/5/6, like a very punchy 4/5/6 as well, and that's the type of ish we're looking for. Did they draw a land? If they didn't draw a land, they need to main phase this Growth Spiral so that they can hopefully get a land. Okay, they did get a land, and that's it. Oh. They shouldn't main phase the Growth Spiral. Because I have Narset out. I'm smart. So we're going to discard here. So they saw our Chandra, but they haven't seen our Bolas Citadel. Do I want to change anything? Do I bring anything in? No, I don't think so. I think we're fine as is. We are on the back foot new, because we're going second though. They mulliganed. Thought Race into Search for Azcanta. Seems okay. We're just going to take a lot of damage here. We don't have a red source, but not sure we need one necessarily. They're Thought Erasing me. Alright, so they'll take my Thought Erasure. And we're just going to play Fetid Pools here. We're going to want to play that Citadel on turn 6, in all likelihood, so we don't really mind doing it this way. We want the Azcanta out. Good thing we drew another Azcanta. So they're a little, yeah, they're being a little reactive. So I'm not playing around Censor here, but I'm not worried about it. I would like this to resolve, but I'm not married to it resolving. And we're not going to give our opponent more information by playing the Steam Vents, because this is a control mirror. Even though their deck is likely less controlling, interesting. So yeah, they're really trying to decide if that was correct. They're choosing to be on the control here, which I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like their deck has more threats than mine does. Let's do this. Play this Mazemind Tome. And we have a nice draw engine here. I'm definitely gonna draw on end step, and then probably scry. This could be a Nissa. My opponent's playing 4 mana, or four colors, and they're still playing Nissas. This just shows how gross this card is. So I'll take removal. I'll take a 5-mana Bolas. It's also fine. I'm not going to need that. In all likelihood. Alright. You better not. Okay. I was about to be upset if they had another Mystical Dispute in their hands. Unfortunately, they can just flash this Uro back. But I can hit the crap out of Nissa. The issue here is that my opponent might just punch me a lot. Because I'm probably going to be playing this Bolas as a Citadel.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Interesting. Is it better for me to wait on the Mazemind Tome? I think it is. Necromantia is garbage. That's unfortunate.
Behold, nature's true power.
I need to dig as far as I can. But I think I just lose. Yeah, I just lose. Both those games lost to just Nissa. Devastating. I wonder if I'm fighting enough. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I'm fighting enough white or green decks to justify playing Noxious Grasp. My opponent's name is expired. Hilarious. First. I'd start off early with the Tome, but I think it's incorrect to keep that. I think this hand is better, even though we only have the one-time thing here. We do have. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I value this too highly. Goose. Goose will die. This is actually fine. I'm actually kind of happy I drew that, because it meant I could kill the goose. Sure. I guess I actually could have kept the questing beast in their hand. Because I have Languish. Yeah, actually, I think I should have kept the questing beast in their hand. And taken the Mind Stone. Because Mind Stone also just draws them cards. We actually... No. We Languish here, I think. Extinction Event can technically get rid of bigger things. Why would you tap that one? Oh, that's why. No, wait, yeah, wait, what? 4, 5... Nissa.
Through this land, we are all connected. The land fights for us.
I'm gonna set up my next turn's draw. I hate the entire world. We saw no Nissas. And now we're just seeing nothing but Nissas. It's time to stop. I mean, we can take out 2 of their lands next turn with the Extinction Event. Hopefully they'll play another even creature or something.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Okay, they're getting some life. Sure. Might as well while you can. I need to top deck an untapped, preferably not shock, this turn.
Harness the elements.
I can't play this. If I play this, I die. We're doing so well until I decided to commit to a road to Mythic. We're gonna do so poorly. I mean, this hand helps because it's keepable. Island Swamp is great. Thought Erase next turn. We'll let them have this goose. I assume they just explore this turn, yep. I think I want to keep this. So I'm actually going to do this. I want to keep this to make sure I can kill this Vivian. Even if they use this to kill this, it's still a 2-for-1. Oh, they don't have the mana to just kill it outright. That's helpful. Right, because this is 2? Yeah, they only have X equals 2 right now. I would like another land. No, you're not supposed to have another land. I'm supposed to have another land. Cool. I mean, it takes like nothing for my opponent to concede, which is nice. I should have got rid of the Narset. Narset means nothing in this match. I don't know why I haven't gotten rid of Narset. I could theoretically lose because of it. Q Narset. No, she's probably fine in this specific scenario. Going second sucks here. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 perhaps, turn 5. When I'm evaluating my opening hands, I try my best to consider the permutations which would allow me to win, based almost entirely on the merit of the cards I have in my hand. If they get a land, they can play Questing Beast. If they don't get a land, they can play Visionary. Visionary would also die to Extinction Event. I think I have to take Questing Beast. I cannot keep that on top. I need more lands. They got a land. All right. I'm glad I did what I did. In fact, if I can get another land, this is beneficial for me if they go Lenore Visionary into what's it? I don't know. I think they've seen my Extinction Event. Damn, I was hoping for not that, to be honest.
Crept too far. Tear it down.
Tear it all down.
My, how you've grown.
This is my fucking third card, dude. Like, I'm playing my third land, and I already feel so behind. Land Gargoth? Wow, no, cool. Okay, so next turn they're going to Gargoth. I do have an Extinction Event for that, so that's nice.
This'll be fun to watch.
Those who cannot perceive do not own your prowess.
Maybe Bloodchief's Thirst to eventually deal with this Vivian. So my hope here is that they focus on the Narset and they still play the Gargantuan. They're deep in the tank. Possibly using Vivian's -5. Really easy -3 here on the Narset. Okay, they do end up attacking Narset. Relatively helpful.
I still have much to learn.
I would really like them to play this Gargoth. I mean, I guess if they don't... Well, what would they be using Vivian for? Just cast the Gargoth. Thank you. It's okay. Make the Gargoth bigger, whatever. Sure.
My, how you've grown.
Might as well have another red. We'll odd them. Like, there's nothing I can kill. What the So, I'm still worried about Vivian's -5 cracking a Mind Stone. That's helpful. Playing a Mind Stone? Sure, whatever. Playing a Lenore Elf? Sure, whatever. Playing a Goose? Sure, whatever. Alright, so I'm probably just going to murder Vivian.
My, how you've grown.
Yeah, I think I just want to murder Vivian here. I don't need them getting more value. Next turn I can Shadow's Verdict. I'm still just waiting to lose to a Nissa top deck. Because, like, we're not in a terrible spot here. We're in a terrible spot here. I need land so I can Abrade ETGE on Gargoth at the same time. Would have liked that last turn. Fuck me, dude.
Such violence is upsetting.
Where's my mana? Yeah, I kept a 3-lander, right? The plan is to not block here, but instead block and Abrade in a subsequent turn.
Nature will take back what rightfully belongs to
Yep.
it. We're gonna tear you apart.
If I had gotten one more land at any point, because that'd be 8, and it would be enough to block and kill this. So at the end of every Bolas video, I'm going to talk about what works or what has worked and what hasn't. And I'm going to try and keep the focus on the things that I've actually played and seen. So, I mean, as always, the fact that we don't have Damnation is just ridiculous. This is so incredibly difficult to deal with the fact that we don't have. My confidence in Thundering Rebuke is starting to waver, as is my confidence in main deck Cry of the Canarium. We just have not seen the decks that would require us to have Cry of the Canarium. If I were to take out Cry of the Canarium, the options to bring in would be Bedevil. It'd be Bedevil, Giant, I forgot its name. Bonecrusher Giant, Murderous Rider. Those are the main three that I can actually think of. As for these, like, what is there to say, right? I just do not have access to the things that I find necessary. Do you know what I would like to see them print into Arena? Dreadbore. Dreadbore is a sorcery speed. It's a black and a red. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. There's no way that card is, like, unfair, right? It's unconditional removal, but it's its sorcery speed, and you have to be playing black-red for it. Does it make Rakdos Pyro too good? Probably not. I think they would play that, but I'm not even sure they would want to play a ton, because that deck doesn't seem to want to interact with your board necessarily, besides stealing your cards and then sacrificing them, right? Yeah, I guess, like, the things that, like, this deck really needs is Dreadbore on 2, Damnation on 4. 3 drops are kind of flexible. There aren't really any that I want. I still don't think that switching over to, like, a counterspell version is what I'm looking for yet. And that's the main deck. I still think Bloodchief's Thirst is great. Thoughtseize is still great. I have 6 main deck discard, and I don't really want to go up on main deck discard, especially when it's Thoughtseize based. Like, if I was already on, like, 4 Thoughtseize and 2 Thought Erasures, then I would consider going up the other way to 4 Thought Erasures, but I don't really want that life loss to be so persistent when we have very few ways of gaining life in this deck. Mazemind Tome I still think is a fantastic addition. I still like the Search for Azcantas against control, although I wouldn't argue against having them be, like, a sideboard thing to have more, like, main deck, just general good cards. But Search for Azcanta is very helpful, just like the rest of, most of my 2 drops. Yo, listen up. Here's a story. I'm just not satisfied with my board wipe package. I might actually need to go back to Hour of Devastation. Because then I can at the very least hit some planeswalkers with my board wipes. Well, I mean, one of the main issues, right, is the Uro decks. Uro and Nissa. Like, I feel like against the average aggro deck, my deck does fine. But very specific, like, large value cards, Uro, Nissa, Ulamog, Ugin, those are cards that hurt me. And obviously, like, the best cards against those are Targeted Discard and then Counterspells. And Targeted Discard, I think, is fine, but I don't think this deck wants Counterspells because of the fact that it wants to be playing these on curve. For the sideboard, I mean, yeah, it just consistently, we haven't really seen too many graveyard-based decks for me to necessarily need these. Intervention still comes in from time to time. Chandra is still strong against counterspell control. Thought Distortion still strong. Bolas Citadel still strong. Like, all 3 of these I really like. My matchup against Bant seems to be pretty decent. Bant control. Azorius control as well. End of the God Eternals has been great every time it's come in. It just hasn't come in a ton necessarily. And these are new, so I haven't really gotten too much of a chance. But yeah, I really wish I had Dreadbore. Dreadbore would be a saving grace. And, like, other versions of Rakdos, wrong tool. Other versions of Rakdos aren't really doing great right now, right? Jun Sack, I don't think would play it. And even if they did, like, who cares? Yeah, I mean, we have a little bit of Grixis control. And for what it's worth, I don't see these losses as too bad. We're gonna trend back towards 50%. I don't think this deck is good enough in this meta, nor do I think I'm a good enough player to actually maintain like a 70% win rate. My hope is that we level off at about 60%. I mean, obviously my hope is that we would get to a point where we're 100%, but that's not going to happen. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This is obviously day 1 of the journey to Mythic. Hopefully, we will get there sooner rather than later. I would like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Fogwind, for the continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the show, you'll find this in the description. Another way to support the channel, obviously, is to like the video. That helps my channel get shown to other people. Commenting, the engagement helps just absolutely. And also, I enjoy seeing people's comments. And then, of course, there's subscribing. Subscriptions don't matter as much as views, but it's very hard for me not to check the subscriptions. And when they're in the red, I feel very sad. Bit of a human moment. Another thing you can do, if you like my content, and maybe you're just a little annoyed with Magic right now, check out my second channel. Link is in the description, as well as just on my channel page. It should be the first recommended channel. It's called Sticks and Stuff. I play a bunch of other things, and I'd like to think that it's fun. So you should check that out as well. Anyway, until next time, all will be one. Thanks for coming.